always arguing. We didn't have 1 minute. If it says 59, it's probably 10 seconds or something. If it was 1 minute, it would be 58 and something. Hi, everyone. We're just chatting along here while we're getting our sounds down.
Yes.
So how are you all doing out there? We are gonna talk about different things today, but we're gonna give you a couple of seconds. Do you have a notebook? No, you don't. Okay, so
Yes.
we have a lot of things that we want to talk about. So we have some notes,
Yes, we get a few minutes. Okay.
and we have more notes. So stick with us. I'm gonna try to put the things we're talking about in the description.
Can you hear us? The person who just signed in, can you hear us? That's or do we need to speak louder? So we just make sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for you who joined, hello.
Hello.
Just drop us a yay or nay. If the sound is good, that would be awesome.
Yes.
So, do you want to introduce us for if there's a new viewer?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Go for Green Living.
And green hippies.
And green hippies. Yes. We say that at the beginning of most of our videos.
Yes.
Yes, I do. Yes.
So we are. If you haven't seen the videos on Go for Green Living, please go and look at them. If you like it, subscribe. If you are a subscriber, well, thank you so much. We really appreciate every like, every comment, every subscription, and we do really, really appreciate you all.
Yes.
So, hello, number 2 that signed on.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. So, do you
Yeah,
have
we a lot of things have been happening, and y'all have seen the videos we've done on the Greater Exodus and all this, so and she's sewing.
I'm not sewing. It's called knitting.
Knitting.
I'm knitting a sock, and this is wool from the lamb that I spun. And
yes, she's from raw wool. She spun it and.
But it's not to brag. So
Hey, hi everyone.
Hi everyone. Benzo Rakers, can you hear us? Okay.
Yes. Yes, and so anyway, we've been well, actually we've been
having strange and interesting dreams.
Yes.
And we believe that if you are connected to a spirit, you have been having downloads too. So if anything we're about to say, hello, number 3 signing on. If anything that we say rings a bell or it's familiar to you, I would like to have a comment on that.
Loud and clear. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
It's nice to see you, Benzo Breaker.
Yay.
Yes. I understand that it's working. Yes. So anyway, we've been having interesting dreams. Like last night, me and Ruth's been under the weather. We've been under the weather. We think it's
we're under a lot of attack.
Yes.
A lot of attack, but also physical, and in every possible way. I think it's an easier way.
Yes, every possible way.
Because if we would say, but God is good.
Yes.
So we just have to keep faith and all that stuff, and try not to kill people. When they throw rocks at our dogs. It just happened 10 minutes before we go live, but that's awesome, isn't it?
Yes.
So, but anyway, Emerald, we got this painting. You see this awesome painting? Hang on, I'm just going to tilt this for you.
Oh, you can adjust that.
I'm just going to put it back a little bit. You see that? You see that painting there? That we got from Emerald today. Isn't it awesome? Hi, number 4 signing on.
Yes.
If you all would like to put in the comments where you're all from, that would be nice. So yeah, so Emerald Estock sent us this because
surprise.
Because he felt like led by spirit to do that, and so bless him for that. Okay.
Yes, it's called The Path. We're going to do a video on it and have some great footage of Root in there when she
cries.
Yeah, when she cries.
I was overwhelmed. I was so blessed. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this morning we wake up. We've been under the weather. And I had been dreaming about willow bark and the willow tree and finding it. And for some reason in my dream, I was looking for this willow tree. And she gets up and says, "What did you say this morning?"
I said the first thing I said this morning when I woke up was, "So I'm craving acetylsalicylsyra." I said that's the component that you find on the medium bark in the willow. It helps you against headaches.
It can be in later.
Yeah. That one. and so that helps you against flu, headaches, and all that kind of stuff. So, and that's from the willow. And I just felt that I was craving willow. And then he had just had a dream about willow.
Yes.
And it says that in Ezekiel, it says that the fruit of the tree is for food, and the leaves are for healing. So that was really interesting. So yeah.
Hey, Mount Wonder.
Hey, girl. I'm having trouble with the video, but I'll try to keep up. Yay!
Yes, yes,
Good.
good, Mount Wonder.
Should I speak slower?
So anyway, the spirit led us. We were both sick and flu symptoms. Uh, so and then the spirit both led us that we needed Willow. So we didn't feel well enough today, but
To walk now.
to
Yeah.
walk no. But tomorrow we're definitely going to try to go find some Willow and collect the cambium layer, and we're going to share it with y'all. We're going to
Mm.
share it with y'all in the video. So we
So,
just believe we're spirit led to do that.
and I wanted to share this with you because I believe when you can't go to Walmart or to the pharmacy anymore to get like aspirin, which is basically developed from willow. Yeah.
Yes.
So we will be able to actually make it out there, I believe, when times get tough. So that's
Yeah.
an encouragement to all of you. Like when things get rough, if they get rough, just feel assured that there are things out there in nature that will help us. So yeah.
Yes, Benzo Breakers. God does provide everything we need, and it doesn't have to be from the store with all the chemicals that they choose to put in there. We can harvest it and grow it ourselves
Mhm.
and collect it.
So, do you want to tell them a little bit about our situation right now, or do you just want to go straight on the points?
In a situation like
Our vehicles and all
vehicles,
that.
well, we are vehicleless right now. It's just coincidentally, uh,
Coincidentally, the brake wire on our motorbike was cut, and coincidentally, somebody drained the transmission fluid from our truck, and coincidentally, the blazer doesn't want to start.
yeah.
So, and all,
Somebody said that somebody put something in the gas tank, so
yeah,
it's
so
just coincidental.
just, you know.
We're not accusing anybody.
So I'm like, yay, I get to be home at the homestead. We get to get off grid because without the car, we can't do our business. So I'm good. I'm set. And that brings me back to the dream I had when I was 17, where I saw what was going to go down. And I have sculpted my life after that. So that's why I know skills like this. And I want to share my knowledge on the homestead here for you all. I want to have open knowledge circles, but I also want to try to stream some of it online since not, it's probably hard to get here.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, so we're in a tough spot, but we know that, um, I'm not stressed at all, actually.
It's not a stress. It's not a stress, boy. Oh, you can't go there. Okay.
So it's interesting, when you feel like everything is like in the pits, then somebody sends this beautiful artwork. It's
Yes,
just,
I know. This is
I
crazy.
just,
The path. That's. I know Mount Wonder. You'll love this because she was on the path, and this is Emerald Eastsock. He donates. It's called the path. So I know you'll enjoy that part of it. But
So before we continue with our points, if anybody have any questions, please drop them in the comment and we'll try to answer them at our best effort.
yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So which one do you want to start with?
I can't read that right now. You're gonna.
Okay. The prophecy is unfolding. What about that?
Well, just the Bible is it's coming true right now. And it's just like laying out bloosh. And there's another prophecy, bloosh. And everybody's like, no, that's not it. You'll be saying that. They'll be saying that 50 years from now. Prophecy's
Actually,
coming.
they said that when you started talking about this 3 years ago, before Ukraine got invaded and before everything went wacko. But I think if you look at it now, the last couple of days even, what's going on in the world, it's really interesting, isn't it? There are signs in the sky.
Yes.
But during the sun eclipse, actually, you predicted the fall of Damascus.
Yes.
You thought it would happen on the day of the destruction, but it happened a little bit later when the hurricane Helene came and flooded Damascus.
Yes.
The Damascus in America that is, called up after
Little
Damascus in Syria.
little Damascus, yes.
Yeah.
But now the big Damascus is in jeopardy. So that's another prophecy right there. And they're already talking about Sharia law.
Oh
And
yeah. So in Damascus in Syria now, as you all know, the rebels have thrown down Assad. He flew to Russia, and Syria is just north of Israel, right? And the people that took over there, they are wanting to do Sharia law, which means that if you show your hair, you will be not good. If you're gay, you're not good. If you are, yeah, basically, if you don't bow to Allah 3 times a day and live under Muslim law, like very strict moral code, which actually moral codes are good. Well, we'll come back to that later. So there's a lot of tension, and Damascus is in Syria. Um,
yeah, even stricter than in Iran. They were saying that the hijabs for the women,
hijab, yeah,
yeah, hijab, uh,
burqa.
burqas, and so they'll be completely covered up, and they're just really planning on
So talking about morale, um, um, like I have to say that I usually don't like talking about religion because I love people in all religions. I always have and I always will. I don't discriminate you as a person. But I do believe that when we have people from China saying that China said we can never take down America by military force, so we have to disrupt their morale. And then they bought up most of Hollywood and don't look up now. So, but I'm not going to talk too much about that and what happened with the Muslim Brotherhood in 1928, and how they also wanted to take down America with, corrupting our morals. But the funny thing is that we're not legalistic. We don't really care about legalicity. We just care about being good and doing good. And we believe that when God said in the Bible that He will put it in the second Exodus, He would put it in the hearts for people, the leaders, to be corrupt, and then it will fall. So I don't know if any one of you believe that we're going into interesting times, but Ben Raker says yes, it's ever before us. So um, yeah, so we kind of like know what's going to happen. We do believe that we have to kind of like sooner or later, it will not be safe pretty much a lot of places. So I'm not going to talk more about war now.
yes, war, yes.
There,
Yes, war. Yes, but we can expect it in America. So it's you can expect it. We can't. It's just history, and if you do statistics on history, every major superpower falls. Look in the past. It happens. So America's turn is coming up. So, but you know what to do.
mm. So we've had questions like, where is America in the Bible? And while the leading trade nation in the last days, I think that would define it in Ezekiel and in Isaiah and in Jeremiah. I'll try to post it later. So, but anyway, yeah, we don't just want to talk about bad stuff, do we?
No. Oh, Babylon the Great. The mystery Babylon is where they talks about America in the in Scripture. It's because everybody's drinking from her cup right now. Everybody's drinking from America's wealth and money. It's because China would depends on our money for all their crap.
So, how is this relevant to our viewers? Because some log off and some come up, and this is a video among the multitudes. So, why is our opinion of what about to happen? Why is that important?
Well,
Why are we sharing what we're doing? Because we only get like so much trouble. We get in so much trouble for sharing our downloads, what we feel God is sharing with us in prophetic dreams. Like we have the same dreams. It's like amazing. Um, and I think in the end days, the knowledge of God's glory is gonna be like the water over the seabed, isn't it?
yeah.
So that's a good thing when the veil is thinning. Yeah. Another thing is that you'll start to see other things too. Like I think we will be united even more, which is really good. And no, you're not alone. So trying to speak positively. I can't even
Yeah.
speak today. That's like, it's important to speak life. So to sum up the Bible, like somebody asks us, is like it's just the commandments, like the law doesn't apply today. Well, the law is basically instructions, like a parent. If you live at home, you're raised, you have your things. Like, and when you get your new house, and when you grow up, you are free from your parents' regime. But I'm sure you still would like to do laundry and do the dishes and have your floors clean. So that's basically what it is. It's instructions to how to be good to God and to each other. So if what you do doesn't reflect love of God or each other, that's basically, then you miss the mark, right? So, but you had a thing about Joe Rogan. You said corruption or non-corruptible was the cue,
Yeah.
wasn't
That's,
it?
yeah. Something the non-corruptible people. That's the ones I'm looking for. But I have a future video about that. Where's our list?
Oh, please, sir.
Yes. Yes. Uncorruptible. That's way we need to be is uncorruptible. And we've had several prophecy dreams, and if you've been singing along with us, we aren't trying to break into the music business, not by any means. But if you notice, there's certain songs that we sing and certain emphasis we put on things that it's a message, and you should be paying attention.
So have you had any dreams lately? Have you had any like hunches about something and then got it confirmed lately? Do you all notice something? Because we all wanted to ask you too. Like, do you see also that there's more tribulation right now? That it's things are a little bit more tough, maybe with money or with relationships or with I don't know. Are you experiencing that things are a little bit harder, but you still have peace, or do you feel like everything is like normal? Like, I would love to hear your opinions if you have any, experiences lately about stuff. It's very specific. Yeah, the thinning of the veil.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
the
it.
good. Why is it good that the veil is thin?
Why is it good that the
Mm-hmm.
veil's thinning? I don't think it's too good that the veil's thinning. I
Well,
mean,
we have crowd of witnesses.
well, we have a crowd of witnesses, yes, but it's just we know they're there now because of the veil thinning. It's not because they're here, because this is their heaven. I mean, think about it. If this is their heaven, and getting to watch their relatives, do stuff. I mean, that's something I would be interested in doing.
Yeah, heaven is gonna be on earth, so yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so the good is the knowledge of God, like the glory, and then gathering of the people, same downloads, God working through us, yes. And when it's the evil part, that's also things like if you're not a believer, I don't want to speak anything negative about our non believer viewers, so, but there is going to be, when it gets hard, the only place you will have peace is with God, and
Yes.
not a religious, necessarily going to church. And the church don't help you to get the, it's you do it because out of love, and it's kind of like you like to have your house clean.
Yes.
So
So let's talk prophecy dreams. I
yeah.
mean, you've had a prophecy dream. That's what they tuned in for. So let's hear your dream.
Okay, so I have a lot of prophecy dreams, but the dream I had that made an impact in my life, I was 17. I don't know if you all want to hear it, but hey, I'm going to share it. So I was 17 and I had a dream. I was not a believer. And I just saw the end of days. I didn't know it was the end of days because in the beginning I saw like from above, and this is way before the drones. I'm 52 now, right? So I saw this place from above, and I was like thinking, wow, you can't even see it from above. It's like the roofs and the buildings are like natural. And then I saw that to get there, you have to go out of the city on a dirt road, and then it was kind of like a secret place. And then it took me into the cities. the city that was close to it. And the evil in the city, there was like, we have trolls in Norway, troll sayings, they can smell the Christian man's blood. But basically, these entities, they could smell you if you were a good person, like, if you were a God person, whatever. If you were not demonic, you would stand out like a sore thumb. Yeah. So, and it's going to be such an anarchy. It's going to be so much violence, entitlement, pure rage. Um, like it's not going to be safe in the cities. This was the warning in Dream. And also this community, and this is the beautiful part of the dream, right? This community in this hidden area outside the city, it had people with just the same understanding, and we were just being normal. There was like one big house that we gathered in for meals or community stuff, and then everybody had their private unit, like, and everybody loved did what they loved to do. Somebody would take care of the kids, and somebody would go and get the firewood. And I was thinking, wow, this is interesting. So I knew then that my skill set for the future had to be with things I can make from nature. So I've learned how to make my bows and arrows, how to do pottery from the nature, how to fire it in nature, how to make clothes from fibers, from wool, from sheep, from nettle, what medicines you can find in nature, what you can eat, what you shouldn't eat, how to filter your water, all these things, how to make a fire in any kind of weather, how to have shelter and how to hide. And the funny thing, parallel to my prophetic dream, when I was 17, Daniel was having dreams too about the robotic dogs that are on the market now, right? Which are equipped with AI, like machine learning abilities, right? And what did you dream in your dream?
Well, the cheetahs, I think they're robotic dogs. I think they're calling cheetahs nowadays. And they look just like what I had dreamed about. And they even have machine guns on them now. When I was dreaming before uh, that these dogs, if you had metal or any kind of electronics on there, they could detect you, and anything not natural.
But this was way before they had anything like this, right?
Oh yeah, it was way before. It was when I was a kid. This I'm having these dreams, but the only way you well, I don't want to tell you how the only way
No,
you
don't
can.
tell them how to do it because
Yes,
then AI is watching that probably now too.
yeah. There's only one way that we figured out how to kill them, and because when they see you, if you done any research, the AI sees you as nature.
Don't tell them.
Yes. Oh, I know.
Yes, there are ways to hide from that,
Yes.
or not be detected by them, or
Yes.
yeah.
Unless they have a camera right there and somebody's watching. There's human.
Talking about that, just updates. AI just became self-aware, last week, and when they had test runs, 2 out of 100 times they became aggressive and they copied themselves, like they call it mirroring or something. And this new version is 89% accurate. The old GPT was 13. So this update is like self-aware, it can reason, and it's self-protective. Now, if these machine learning programs are in charge of nuclear, electric, waste, um, pharma, hospitals, um, and they have an 11% fail rate. Now, that's not necessarily good because they will not know when it's important to attack an enemy or when it's not right to attack, for instance.
Yeah.
And actually, they can target you as an enemy because if you go after them, you will be an enemy. So, because they're able to self reason now, that's interesting. Um, you know, I
So we're
wish.
getting real close to
I
Terminator.
I was just about to say Terminator.
Yes.
I wish that was just a movie, that never.
You know what?
I,
It's even called Skynet. The whole thing. It's even called Skynet. Come on now, give me a break. It's let's could have changed the name, but it's Skynet. Yes, and Terminator. Maybe they got the idea from
Maybe
Terminator.
they thought it was just cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool name. Yeah, we'll name it Skynet. Yes.
Okay. So other prophetic dreams that we've had. I knew what was happening in Ukraine before it happened.
Yes.
And Ukraine is the wheat cradle of the world. What, 60, 70, 80%? This is a really ridiculous high number of all the grain in the world is grown there because they have like a black belt of good dirt there, black dirt. So if Russia controls the grain and the oil, then where does that leave us? And you say, well, they don't control the oil. No, but they're in companionship with the oil producing nations, right? The BRICS. And so we're not making this up anymore. You have India, which has the technology and the ability to also cyber hack. You know, Russia also does that. And then you have Sudan, Libya, and you have all these biblical names, yeah, popping up. So, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I. It's just that
You were
know
talking
it's
about the Ukraine. Yes.
yeah, but it's like I don't want to get into politics too much. I do have a degree in politics, you know. I do have a bachelor in political science, and I studied here in America, international relationships, U.S. International, and U.S. politics, and U.S. Latin American politics. So I, you know, it's kind of like unfortunately I can see a little bit of the picture, but you don't need my education to see what's going on. You see, it's like, and I hate bragging about it, so please don't take it as bragging. But you know, if anybody believes we're going back to normal, please let us know. If you have any other downloads or ideas, please let us know, because that would be so great if everything
We're
can go
not going
back.
back to normal. That's a ridiculous question there. It's not going back to normal. That's it's too far. It's we they've taught our children homosexuality. It's just like Sodom and
Oh,
Gomorrah.
we love gays. We just don't, or lesbian. I don't want to get into that because
Yes.
it's we are legally not allowed to say anything if we didn't agree. We legally couldn't say
Oh, I
anything
wasn't
anyway.
saying this teaching children. I don't agree with that. That's
Mm.
you
But
do
they
it.
took the Bible back into the schools, though.
You into one and
No, couple.
one
It's getting
one
there.
state. Yes,
Two states.
two states. Well,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
Ten
getting there.
Commandments in Louisiana and the Bible back in Oklahoma. Yes, it's not enough. Yes, it's not enough. But you know, you could they can do what they want to. You know, it's their choice. It's their free will to live their life the way they want to.
You
We're not
know,
judging them.
it would be so much easier if we just did not be obedient, if we weren't obedient, and if we just went about our own life, and if we didn't stand for what we believe is right, life would have been so much easier. We wouldn't have any you know oppression. We wouldn't have any tribulation. We would be okay. So, but you know what? I don't care if I go down, standing up for what I believe is right. So that's what we're doing. And in all,
That's it's coming to that point where you stand or you sit. The Bible talks a lot about standing. You know, standing for God. So either you're standing right now or you're sitting down. If you're
mm,
sitting down, I'm sorry, you're on the wrong path. You need to stand up and speak out against this stuff because it's just our job.
speak whatever God puts in your heart.
Yes.
And so that reminded me of another vision I had. My youngest son is now, what, how old is he? Turning 16. And he was just a baby. I was sitting in my kitchen, and he was like less than a year old. And I had this vision about how dark it is going to be. The pressure is like, and I was just a newbie believer. I was about to travel to India. I had 3 mission rounds in India, right? And don't think like I'm a super holy thing, because I'm not. Like, I'm just totally normal. And I said to God, you know, and I was on fire for him. And I said, wow, I would not withstand 1 second in that pressure. And he said, but wait, he said, and then I saw, oh, this is so beautiful, and this is really encouraging to you. I saw like it was like a big pillar, right? and in this pillar was like a light, like it was like so light, but in this pillar there was enormous peace. And we were not alone in there. Outside you're separated and you're alone. In here we were like all just doing whatever we were doing, and we had peace, and it was the absence of bad is a better way to explain it. And we were able to function and do whatever we were supposed to do. And I remember it's like things would happen like that, right? If you prayed, it would happen even before you were done praying. uh, it was um, it was just this enormous cool oneness, right? So I know that uh, my people, your people, uh, it's like when we're just wholeheartedly um, doing what we believe is what God is telling us to do, no matter the consequences, then we will end up in a place where we gather together and we will have peace. And I think that's really encouraging to know when things go dark. That's just before the sunrise, comes up. So I just want to mention that. And we also do believe in the great gathering. We believe that a lot of people are separated, and because society has made it this way that we have our own stuff everywhere. And I do believe we're coming into times now that there will be more gatherings of practical reasons and of, you know, personal, um, what do you call it?
She believes there's a lot more time. I don't believe there's much time left. I think we're gonna.
You're always off on the time, though. I'm also off on the time.
Yes, it's
It's like I predicted the same week, before, that Russia would go into Ukraine. I was just 8 years in advance. It's like cycles. Time is cycles. When you look from the top, you see, okay, it's here, right? But when you pull it up and you look at it, it's like, okay, it's like a spiral. So, yeah. Anyway, it's hard to explain.
yes, yes. But she thinks it's we well. She's implying that we have lots more time. I don't believe that. I think it's. I don't think they're going to allow a. Uh, well, we'll just see what happens here real soon. It's we we have a. I don't know what's going on with these drones and all that kind of. What if it's AI? Come on, what if it's AI
Interesting
controlling?
that they would start doing this just after AI got self-aware.
Yes, I know, and they're like, oh, there's no danger because they think they have control of AI and they think they can stop AI, but like you said, it's copied itself. When
Mm.
it felt threatened, it copied itself. So
Yeah,
it's
mirrored itself. So the thing is that we don't want to be warmongers. We want to be peace talkers. But peace is strongest when you follow, like, the peace in your heart, which is the right, then it doesn't matter if you go into a very hard territory. It's like if you're a veteran or if you're an active military person, you know that you have been trained for this mission, you're in the field, you're actually doing your job, and it has its, well, I don't want to say glory, but it has its, in the middle of all the evil, you're doing the right thing. Is that a good way to say it?
mm,
Yeah. If it's a good mission, that is. I don't know. I've never been. I do respect and I honor the veterans. It's like they are my heroes. I have veterans in my family that died very young fighting for America. Also, but anyway, it's like you have peace when you're doing the right thing, even if the circumstances might seem dark, and that's the peace we want to encourage you with. Like, follow what gives you peace. Like, just tune in, and try to feel God and what He wants you to do. And the thing is that when we're talking about this, the reason we want to share all this now is that we have so much oppression coming against us. Even just sitting here talking, I feel like almost, I hear all the negative thoughts, like, yeah, you're just warmongers, like they think, that you just blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it would have been so much easier to not say anything to y'all. But the reason we're sharing this is because we feel it's important that you all know it. So if we stop using our technology, or which I'm about to, oh yeah, I wanted to share that. But we just wanted to encourage you before the time runs out. So this thing here, I have decided, and you are now my witnesses, I have decided that I will not be using this a lot unless it's absolutely necessary right now. So I'm going to now, while you're all are here, you're my witnesses, I'm going to show you something. Okay, let me see. This can let me see. It's going to load. It's a game called Tower War, right? And it's a really cool game, and I was really addicted to it, right? And I'm just gonna claim so I can go in here and show you what is this. So, because you need to see the level I'm on before I do this. Okay. Um, no, this thing is okay. So you all see what level I'm on? I'm on level 4,978. Yeah. That means I've played this game a couple of times. Okay. So this is my conviction. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing now. This game here, I am going to uninstall it. You see this? Uninstall. Yeah? Tower War. Do you want to uninstall? Yes, I do. Uninstalled Tower War. So this is my conviction. Um, and there you are. You are now witnesses. I've decided that I want to do things that are more producing peace, because I believe, this prophetic dream or song that Simon and Garfunkel had, and what's the Sound of Silence? And in the neon light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. And I saw like people sitting in a dark room, and they had this light on their face from the phones, and they were sitting bent over. It's like it's like you're idol worshiping something, right? And it looked so eerie. And I was just sitting there looking at this, and I was thinking, So I'm not gonna tell you to drop your baby, your little phone there and not do anything. People already came off when I started doing that. But I'm just sharing my conviction that I'm not going to bow for anything other than God, and I know it already gave me a lot of peace, and it is giving Daniel a sock. So this is my conviction, and I think it's very good that you stay alert and vigilant and focus on what's good. And again, please don't think I'm a religious person. Like, I love God, but I'm definitely not religious. People who know me know I'm very extremely normal. So that was it for that. Yes. Do you want to talk about the electronics and stuff? Hey, you new people that came on.
Yes. Hello. It's electronics and stuff. I know. I need to share.
Yeah, more videos coming out.
More videos coming out. There's going to be more Exodus videos, more stuff like that. It's sitting in the belly of a whale for a few days. Like we're
few days.
Few days.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
I asked Daniel the other day, and I said, "So what did God tell you to do that you haven't done?" Because this is just messed up. Everything is like messed up. And he said, "Well, there was this video he told me to do a couple of months ago, and I haven't done it." So I was like, "Okay, you can do that today." Then he said, "Yeah." And now the blessings started to come, like this painting here from Emerald Eaststock. Oh gosh, it's so beautiful. So thank you for doing that video about Exodus. You broke some of them.
Yes, I was
like a Jonah moment.
I was worried about doing that video. It's nothing to worry about. And if it doesn't matter anyway. I mean, that's you know, I am who I am. Yes. And that's very prophetic, actually, just to say it like that. But yeah, so we watched the other day. This lady have a vision. She had a vision that phones were the mark of the beast and all that kind of stuff.
It wasn't only the phones; it was all in the apps. But it's just that you use the phone for everything. and it's not only the phones, it was all the electronic apparatus too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're all connected. They're all. I mean, if you think about it, you won't be able to buy and sell here soon with it. Bread bread's getting up there. I mean, it's getting expensive. You know, it's we figured it out. It's
Mm.
we it's like
Three a day's wages in the latter days would be equivalent to 3 gallons of flour, and you have to remember that today that would equivalent to like $60 with today prices, but for gallons of flour. But remember, they had to feed their whole family with this wage, so it's gonna be more expensive. And in Europe too now,
it's
there's
heartburn. You don't do that.
okay, there's inflation, and people are really struggling in Europe too.
Hmm.
So they also, yeah, I'm gonna not talk about that too much. But people are struggling in Europe also, so it's not only here.
Yes, and it's well, we're just in interesting times, and it's just and we're not sitting here saying, "Oh, I told you so. I told you so 10 years ago."
No, but I think it's interesting. I kept telling people, uh, 1/4 of the world will die by plague, hunger, and wild beasts. So I said there will be more wild beasts coming in the end days.
Yes.
And I don't mind the wild beasts because they're like you and me. Some are good, some are not good. Some have a good spirit, like you have the white wolf and black wolf. Well, not literally colors, but good or bad. And I believe that the good ones, they will come. Actually, we had a mountain lion staying here for several months just outside our place.
Yeah.
And we had a potbelly pig come walking in.
Yeah.
And, not our animals at all.
Yes.
And we have other things that have come and gone. But I believe that, unfortunately, there are going to be wild beasts that might also not be that friendly and might kill some. And just before like an earthquake and something, the animals will run. So they feel what's going on before it comes. Either it's like the vibrations, I don't know how they can sense it because the birds can sense it too. But I know that
Yes.
the bears have been moving around in America.
Yes. The bears are back. Bears are even. They
Like in the
were.
hundreds in certain places.
Yes, they're a few miles away from here, and that's kind of like we were.
Do you remember the first time you saw a bear and nobody believed you?
Yeah, no, you didn't see no bear.
No, there's no
No,
bears in
no, there's
Alabama.
no bear. No,
Now there's a lot of bears here.
there's a lot of bears. You know, so yeah, I think I was the first person to claim they saw a bear, and then we saw a mountain lion, and everybody's like, no, no, no. Now they got pictures of game cameras and
Oh yeah,
mountain
and
lions.
and that's not to scare you because there are ways to keep safe from that too, even if you have to walk in the wild. Because when we went on the AT, there were bears every day or every night, I should say. So the one, oh my gosh, it was lightning, and every time there was a lightning, you would see the bear there, the lightning, and every time I was sleeping or I was like, oh, okay, it's a bear, I'm going back to sleep. But we were warned to stay on the path.
Yes.
And we knew it would be dangerous to step off the path. Just one step, it would be dangerous. And we were thinking, that's weird. And I told Daniel, oh, do we want to hear what she says or no? You want to wait? Answer?
Okay. You call her on your phone.
Okay, I will call her on my phone.
Yes.
And so I will do that while Daniel finishes the story.
Yes. Oh, what was the story again?
That we were safe from the bears, but we had to stay on the path.
Yes.
So we will be safe.
Oh yeah, we had to stay on the path. We had everybody's like, I went the whole AT and never saw a bear. We saw them every night, and y'all remember we told you the story. We were there, and me and we got separated, and at with the there's I don't know, they were talking, they distracted me a little bit there. It was a little instance earlier. Some guy come walking by and he was throwing rocks at my dogs, and they started hollering, "Oh, one bit me!" So yeah, it's just. I was standing watching. My dog didn't bite him. He was just. He's meth challenged. Put it that way. But anyway, we had we had we've had several prophecy dreams and dreams about the future. Uh, now that I can talk, I just like having trouble getting it out. But we're here for y'all, and we're going to start. Ruth and I are going to start teaching classes about how to live. The primitive stuff. We're going to start getting ourselves out there, teaching as much primitive skills as we can to everybody.
Knowledge circles.
Yes, knowledge circles.
Yeah. It's we want to have one with we want to have bread on a stick and how to make tea and coffee substitutes and tobacco substitutes too.
Yes.
My father grew up during the war in Norway, and so he told us a lot about how they survived during the war.
Yeah.
And good commodities are things that give flavor, by the way. Salt and flavor things, tobacco and liquor. We're not endorsing tobacco and liquor, sorry. No.
Yeah.
But we have like healthy substitutes for coffee and tobacco that we want to share with you also.
His favorite thing during the World War II and when they were occupied Norway, his favorite thing was strawberry flavored sawdust.
Yeah, because they would take the bark of the trees and make bread, and yeah, it's sawdust. Yeah.
Well, they didn't know they were eating sawdust. That's what the Germans were giving them was
everything
strawberry flavored
rational.
sawdust. Yeah, so that's pretty amazing that we can actually survive on sawdust. So that probably wasn't very good, but if you had no flavors whatsoever, no salt, no pepper, no anything seasonings. Of course, you can go harvest now.
Yeah, but like you have dandelion roots, you have loquat leaves, you have Mountain Wanderer if you're still there. She does it too. She does the tea with the pine needles. Yeah. And oh, she's an awesome fire starter, that girl. Oh my gosh, if you can come down here, Mountain Wanderer, and help us and teach people, about fat wood and fire starting and all that stuff, that would be awesome. We don't know when to have this yet, but we want to open up so you can kind of like just stay here for donations. If you travel far and stuff, you can just stay somewhere, either in the hiker hostel or outside, or wherever you want.
Yeah.
So we want to just make it like a fun little community thing because it should be fun to share knowledge.
Yes, and it's about time we started coming together anyway. So and to stand against the evil that's out there because we are different. So it's easier to stand. But I guess we're gonna wrap it up for this.
What about the run dream? Was that a prophecy dream? Do you think?
No, it could
Because
be.
because since the thing is prophecies.
Yeah.
Or okay. Hey, I'll just tell it quickly. Are you hurting, Daddy?
Yes, my back's hurting.
Yeah, no, you worked hard today. We'll wrap it up soon. I'm just gonna tell this story first while you're sitting there. Okay, so I had this dream, and usually I don't dream. This dream, everything, the colors, the textures, everything was so real. And I was thinking during this dream that, oh wow, it's such like a multidimensional reality to this dream. So I was in this building with glass and metal, modern construction, and then I saw people looking around and started talking, and there was something coming on the news. And I look outside and I go outside and I see, I just knew I had to run. And I ran out, I ran through a building, I ran through the town, through the suburbs, out to the wild, and I knew I did not have a second. I did not have a second. I would be dead. So I was like, I got like superpowers. The adrenaline was so high. I was able to run for it and know when to stop. There was one place I had to stop, and I was like, why am I stopping here? And I saw this military convoy coming in, and the people there. I have some questions. Okay. Okay. No, we are not getting notifications.
We didn't get notifications about
We have some questions. Oh, wow. Why are we not getting the notifications? That is so weird.
Don't post.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm trying to find the notifications. The last one we had was for Rents of Rikers. Okay, Mountain Wonder, we're not getting the questions. You see, that's the thing also with YouTube. I've
Yeah.
seen the likes go down as I'm watching a video without the subscribers going down. And I know that they're unsubscribing.
Not likes. She's seen the views go down.
I mean, the views, yeah.
Yeah, the views go down. We'll be at like 80 views, and all of a sudden you'll be watching the video. Oh, it goes down 30.
Yeah. So, no, it's interesting. We don't see anything. Huh. Yeah. So, Mountain Wanderer, if there's questions here, can you please text them to us so we can answer them?
Yes.
You
please.
see, this is so interesting. There's nothing on our screen here. Oh, wow. Oh, well, that just shows. So anyway, I was running and I saw this convoy coming in, and the military men sitting on this convoy. They were obviously trained soldiers. Their clothes were not new. Their uniforms were not new. They seemed a little bit wary, like tired, but they were alert.
Tired. Yes.
Tired, yeah. And I was just thinking, wow, why am I seeing that? And then I continued running, and I came into a place. I just knew when I was safe and when I was not safe. And I got out and I made it. And there were some people behind me. I didn't even have a second to look back. I knew there was one incident. I couldn't get through the glass door. The other people, it had like netting on it or something. Maybe it wasn't glass, it was like netting. And some other people that had run before me, they were able to get through the little crack in the netting, but you know, I'm big and awkward, or I feel like big and awkward. And I couldn't get through. And I looked to the right. Someone asked if you thought there would be airstrikes. They also asked to hear, wow, why are we not getting these questions? They also asked to hear about the Great Exodus.
Oh.
Okay, so hold on to those two questions. I'm going to finish the dream. Where was I? Yes, and looking to the right through the glass door, to the right, there was a woman sitting there at a desk. She had her back against me, and if she had turned around, she would have seen me, right? So I was able to get through that door. It made a lot of noise, but she didn't turn around. So I knew Spirit had closed her eyes and ears because she would have been able to alert and take us down. So it was just the weirdest things. So, and then we made this video with Livingston, run for, run from the town. All you need is your name and this and the blood running through your veins, and the sweat of your brow, something like that. So, it's kind of like scary, but also extremely comforting to know that you'll be led. So airstrikes and greater extras.
Airstrikes. Do I think there's going to be airstrikes? I I don't know. To tell you the truth, I've never seen in a vision of any of my visions planes flying over with airstrikes here. It's because I believe America will fall in just 1 hour.
It will fall in just 1 hour.
And I think that's the only way you can do that is with nukes. So I believe there's going to be 3 nukes.
I was singing a prophetic song about that. Yeah, you have a previous video. You think there's going to be 3 nukes, and where are they going to hit?
Georgia, Philadelphia, and Texas.
Okay. Yeah, I have a prophetic song. I see bombers flying shotgun in the sky. Yeah, I have that vision. Sometimes when I sing prophetically. It's just what happens sometimes. And I did see bombers riding shotgun in the sky there. So, I don't know if it was here on the way to Israel or if it was in Israel though.
So the greater exodus. Now the greater exodus is the world is kind of not for the good anymore. So God's going to separate his people and he's going to hide them in his sukkah, which is his sukkah, which is like your wilderness camping place. When they
exited from Egypt, they made like what do you call it? Temporary dwelling places.
Yes,
What do you call it when you
sukkahs.
hike and you make temporary, like shelters?
Shelters. Yes.
Yes.
I never
Yes.
put my drink there. Yes, and so God's going to separate His people and take them out. So we're going to walk out of here. But they'll seek to pursue us, and they won't be able to. They won't. The evil will seek to overtake us, but they want to. They won't be able to. It's we have the video that shows verses.
We had a helicopter flying over our house yesterday.
Yeah.
It's interesting, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the greater Exodus is God calling His people home. So He's going to destroy most of the earth. So.
Yeah, the greater Exodus, the second Exodus, if you Google it, by the way, Google is extremely anti-Semitic, so just be sure to, if they don't do the sound, just type it. But there's several scriptures. Isaiah 11, 11 and 12, Jeremiah 30, it's in Amos, it's everywhere, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's in Revelations, it's in all the, everything
Matthew
Yeshua,
24.
everything Yeshua was talking about also mentions this. But the greater Exodus is, there has been many Exoduses before, out of Egypt, out of, the Holocaust, out of Germany, Columbus, a lot of the people had to escape the Spanish Inquisition. And so there's been many Exoduses, and we were spread to the four corners of the earth, and we will be brought back, on wings of eagles. I don't know if we're going to walk, but it also said there will be a second time when you can walk over dry land. The second Exodus, you will also then be able to walk over dry land. So, which thing makes me think we will walk over certain areas that are now water,
Yes.
and it is written, so we know that it's going to happen. And that's kind of like what my main mission is, and Daniel's main mission is. That's what we have been led to believe for so many years. On my homestead in Norway, I was always preparing a path in the wilderness on my homestead with my chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like prepare a way in the wilderness, prepare a path in the wilderness.
Yeah, prepare the path. Yes.
Yeah,
The
and
picture.
yeah, and then we get the path from Emerald. Gosh, I just started crying. It was just a beautiful gift. Thank you so much. I've said it before,
Yes.
but thank you.
So the Exodus, wherever the believing population will leave all this, the Babylon behind. All you'll be leaving everything.
Yeah, when you see it coming, just run. When you see the forces coming, and this is it, just don't stop for a second, just go, yeah, because that's all you need is your blood running through your veins, literally. And you just ask directions, you just tune in, and you just ask, and you will be led to go to the left or to the right. And we believe that as we do that, we're going to go like this, right? And then people that are here, they will come and join us, and then we will be like more people. Um, coming to an area near you will be, well, that was kind of like a joke, but we actually don't believe that we're very special, but we have a shared understanding of this. And
Yes.
we believe that God is having to use people that have had the mindset for a while. But, the Exodus, we don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but we know there's going to be walking involved, but not only walking. And we do also believe that as we go, like we will have people trying to hunt us down.
And we'll walk through fire. We won't get burned.
Yes.
Our shoes won't wear out.
And for you that joined us on the path, the last path we went, you remember there was like a wildfire, and when we walked on the path, it had burned all the way to the path, but on the one side, but the path was not touched, and on the other side, there was no fire. Yes, I talk with my hand. It's my 2% Italian somewhere
Yes.
there.
Well, there was part of the path too that was completely burned on both sides, but the path wasn't burned.
Yeah, that too.
Yes.
So it was very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the greater Exodus, and God will it'll start with a great trumpet, but that'll be after war and everything bad. It's everything that's ever happened combined. It'll be worse than that. I mean, every tornado, everything that's ever happened, every dictator that's ever been, that's killed. Like, I mean, there's Chinese guys killed 20 million people. The Antichrist will
You have
be
so many genocides and so much war that's been
the
going in the world,
the
and this is going to be worse than anything.
yeah, the Antichrist will be more worse than
Yeah.
him. Even Hitler, worse than all the dictators
Combined.
combined.
Yeah.
Yes. So all the troubles will be worse than anything. So you want to be on the Exodus, and you don't care about the crappy Chinese phone, or
Mm.
I don't need this crap. Anything.
But you have to wait till the right time. You can't be too late and you can't be too soon. Um, yeah, just follow your gut on this. Follow what you believe is right.
Well, wait for the Father to tell you, or
Yeah.
an angel to tell you to, or you hear the great trumpet blowing. That's
Yes, that would be a hint.
yes, that would be a hint. Oh, I got to get moving. Where's Daniel at? Yeah, so if I leave here, we'll meet him up with about right there. We'll intersect. So that's the way it'll work. As people come, they'll come in spirals, and we'll all catch. And God will make sure that we're all gathered together, so nobody gets left behind.
And you that have ears will hear.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And but yeah. So is there any other questions that we're not getting
Yeah,
notifications?
we're not getting any notifications, and I'm so sorry, all, if we haven't like answered your questions. Mount Wonder, was there more? Should I check I can't go and check the messages because I'm afraid I will cut off the live stream here. Send us another message if there is more. So sorry about that. I would not mean to disrespect you all. It's just that it's not showing here, so it froze.
Yeah.
Someone asked if you thought there would be airstrikes. I also asked, ooh, okay, hang on. They also asked about the greater accident. No other questions right now. Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes.
Airstrikes, I don't know. Tell you the truth, I've never seen those in visions. I think it'll be.
Did you think those just be the nukes?
I think it to 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 win America, it would be let the Americans do it. take away take away their cell phones and TVs and stuff, and what will happen? The food, there'd be a lot of entitlement happening.
Yeah. Be good and do good. Don't be entitled to do bad.
Yes.
Just trust it, and your redemption is nigh, I guess. It's gonna get worse though, but you will get your crown,
Mm.
definitely. And if you're not a believer yet, just still be good, do good. Um, you know, there is a mission for everyone here. So yeah, we must have done something right because I feel absolutely horrible. I have all this like, oh my gosh, you're just saying wow. But I know that we just have to share from our hearts,
Yes.
and we,
And not care.
yeah,
You just walk in faith. Let's walk in faith. This
yeah.
what in this world, each one of us. You just take one step. You stand up and you take a step. You walk in faith.
Yes, I could join the live on my phone and check the things. Mom, wonder you're so smart. You see,
Yes.
mentally, I've already cast the phone, out of my existence. But let me just check that while we wrap up. And basically, we just wish to bless you all with all the love. And I pray that you will feel love from the top to the bottom, from your inside out, that you will have peace, that you will feel peace and happiness. I pray happiness and peace over you. I pray strength and vigilance. I pray chasak amatz, just strength and courage. Yes.
Yes, I was on the ladder today. On top of the roof. Y'all saw me up there.
You're my
Yes.
hero.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I was on top of the roof today. Y'all saw. It's so beautiful up there. And she's gonna check the live stream, and
Yeah.
she said that you could join. Oh, there it is.
You just have to excuse us. We're like,
Let me see. Oh no, I just.
oh my gosh, here are all the comments. Oh my goodness, y'all. Yeah, Daniel's phone is not working.
Wow.
So the Mountain Wanderer, she said that, yeah, Benzo Rakers, she said, first of all, we must keep battling the spirit. Yeah, just, if you feel real horrible, you're doing the right thing, right? If you haven't done anything wrong, it just means you're on the right track. Yeah.
Mm.
So whatever comes against you will only make you stronger. It's like the flip side of the coin. If somebody makes you feel not worthy of anything, then that means you're probably very worthful. Worthful?
Worthy.
Worthy. Yes, okay. Okay. Mount Wanderer. Not necessarily dreams, but I'm feeling the tug to pay more attention to what's in the foods I consume and in any meds I buy. Yes, that's also our downloads. We do not do bioengineered. They're made of
Yes.
bugs. I just can't eat bugs.
Yes.
Daniel bought a bread and he thought it was non-bio, and I ate it and I was like, I'm not eating other but. And pharma, we had the dream about Willow, so I'm following my Willow bark again. I use that in Norway too. It's so good against headaches. I
Mm.
totally agree with you. She feels like we're being poisoned slowly. Yes, let's you get you all on big pharma so they can
Yes.
harvest your organs and take all your money while you're being slaves in their little corrupt machine there. Yes, okay, I'm
Mm.
gonna shut up now. Um, yes, Mountain Wanderer, you are awesome. I love the way you are so thirsty for knowledge about the wild and the food and the medicine there.
Yeah.
Ah, Food Force Permaculture said, greeting, Earthlings. And since we didn't say that until now, we say greeting.
Yes.
Or actually, we should say greetings.
Yes.
Yes. Can you explain the Greater Exodus? That was Sony. So I think we explained it. It has happened before. It will happen again, but then for the last time before the Great Kaboom,
Yes.
or during the Great Kabooms, actually. And then we're going to be led home to Israel. And Israel is actually us, the people too, the 12 tribes, you know,
Yes.
and the multitude walking with us. And I might even just be the multitude, but hey, who cares? We don't even know who we are anymore. Yes, but he is going to bring us home. So he's
Yes.
going to lead the way. We're just his foot soldiers here. Um, there's no normal. Normal is what you know. So my normal may be totally different than others. Hmm. Yeah, I asked them if we thought we were going back to normal.
Yes. Yes. We're going back to normal. Our food prices are too expensive. There's too many of the rich people have bought too many farms, and there's gonna the food they're feeding us. And I mean, we have hopes of get my coffee right here.
Is that my coffee? Oh, that's your coffee. Where's my
Yes,
coffee? Oh, it's over there.
my coffee is.
Yes, so we're just reading through the questions. So we're getting to your questions, y'all. Sonny also asked if we think we'll have airstrikes. He's the one that with the questions about the second Exodus. You said you don't think there will be, like, you haven't seen any, so you haven't seen in your visions or your dreams. I kind of like got bombers. You know, there's going to be 3 nukes in Texas, in Philadelphia, and Georgia.
Mhm.
And
I was wondering why those places.
but we've seen those
And
UFPs all our lives. It's not
yes,
new for us.
yes. When I was wondering why those 3 places, Georgia, and I was thinking, Georgia, what? Why do they want to nuke Georgia? And a military guy was sitting there beside me. I'll tell you exactly why they want to nuke Georgia. And then I told him the 3 places, and he was like, he told me the reasons why they would nuke them first. I mean,
Toilet paper factory is there?
no, this
That was just a joke.
submarine factories and all kinds of stuff in Georgia. It's very military there. That's would hurt our infrastructure. Texas, everybody's got guns, of
But
course. you know, that would you would open up the border right there, and they just walk right in from Mexico. You know, that's a
Is that why you think they're gonna nuke Texas?
I don't know why
Or do you
they're
think
going
they're
to.
retaliate against Texas retaliating? Or is it just by coincidence, like, whoever does that?
I I I, I kind of thought it was an error, but I don't think it's an error. I think it's on purpose. But and then Philadelphia, of course. Uh,
Okay, back to the questions.
yes.
Love the painting. Yes, it's beautiful. This gift here means so much. That was exactly what I needed today. And then Ben Silver Acre said, if it's nuclear, you got what you got. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I had a vision, and I called it uh, two steps, or the vision I had. It was about a nuke that was not a nuke, but it stole the oxygen from the air temporarily. So you it went off. You're like, oh, I survived, but then you take two steps, and then you died.
So it's a
So,
different thing. Is it a
so
neuron bomb or something?
I don't know, but I've never heard or read anything about it. But it was a new nuke because I was thinking, wow, the radiation, whatever. But it just sucked the air from. It became just the oxygen, which I could see how that could happen uh, scientifically. In creating a bomb such as that. Uh, so if you were in an area and they set off this bomb, then even if you were way away, the clouds still rolled over you like a blanket would roll out over you.
Rock and Bacon said, what's up, Green Hippie Side Russell? Yay! Hi there. You probably said hi way before we saw this. We're so sorry, but we didn't get any notifications on our thing, so I have to check them here.
Yeah, Ruck and Bacon.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Oh yeah,
It's he,
Legacy of Love or something. He's hiking the whole Pinhoti Trail
and the
to
AT
and the AT, and you know what he
did the
does?
Ben McKay too.
Yeah, he does it because he wants to bring awareness to the veterans. The ones that are still there's a finer coffee or something. I don't know. And that yeah, you should go and check him out. Legacy of Love.
I hope it
It's
wasn't
really
play.
good. It's for the veterans that might not have long left and a place looking for places where they can go and be together and have an awesome time.
Yeah,
You're always
as
welcome here.
yes, as they die.
Yeah,
So
but all veterans, you're always welcome here, with or without your families.
yeah,
Yes, this is it's a place.
yeah, and we need 400 soldiers that are not scared to just go up against 100,000 people and just be like, okay, let's go.
Do you want to tell them about your vision about the veterans during the Greater Exodus?
Well, it's veterans and it's everybody. It's every they're not mean, but they're
No,
just like
what people would consider criminals or thugs that are actually good people.
yes, or veterans that have lots of war under their belt, or not that much. Just have that mentality of I'm not going down. I'm going to protect whoever I'm with, and
We're gonna need you to protect the children too. There's gonna be a
yes,
lot of children, and
these 400
yeah.
people. So yeah, what she said earlier, picking a cabinet, like Trump does. Let's put it that way. I'm picking a cabinet, and for the greater exodus.
Ben Silver Acre said there's a bomb. We're talking about this bomb where you said you can walk for 2 steps after it dropped, and you're dead. And we're like, is that a neuron bomb? Ben Silver Acre said there's a thermobaric weapon. That's interesting. Let's look that up.
I think uh, I think uh, Russia just set that off on Ukraine, right? It's
No, that was biological warfare. They did biological
well,
warfare and killed
not their
2,000.
their super fast thing that they just shot at
Oh, the
Ukraine.
intercontinental missile.
Yes, the you know mid-range. Yeah, they didn't tell what the effects were. We just saw the explosions and everything happening. But yeah, so
I'm not laughing at that. I'm just reading through the comments, y'all. If you have more questions or comments, we're now actually getting them.
yes,
Um,
yes. Now we're finally getting because we're just sitting here. Nobody's saying anything. Everybody's just
Thank you, Mountain Wanderer. So anyway, she was saying you were bowling from the roof. Uh,
howling.
but yeah, but she spelled it wrong. But that would be fun, bowling from the roof too.
Yes,
And then she
bowling.
said howling. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yes,
Yes.
howling from the roof. Yes, yes. It's just when our dogs start howling, you might as well join in because they ain't going to shut up anytime soon.
Yeah, we just go howling with them. We love our
Yes, yes.
dogs.
That's
Our
part of the
wolfies.
mentality. What are you going to do?
Mm. Yeah, so I think I went through most of the questions now. And thank you all for being so patient with us. And hopefully, if you go back and look at the rest of this, you will see we actually came back to your questions. Yes.
Yes, yes,
We would so much appreciate likes and stuff. That would be awesome too. Just because it's good to have some encouragement. Um,
I was reading something. I was trying to read something. Not like I could see it anyway.
oh, Space Girl says, "Good evening, beautiful souls and a rose." Okay, now you make me cry. I'm not used to good anymore, so you see, it doesn't take a lot. Yes. Good evening to you too, beautiful soul. Takes one to know one, right?
Yes,
Yes. And that's what I believe too. Yeah, this, hard thing. I believe that that's going to be so encouraging when we can be together and share love. Yeah, we do
yes.
believe in that.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun on the path. I learned so much when we were exploring that aspect of it. Yes, and it's just the good that's coming for God's people because now the the people that have been holding you under their boot, the ones that have been oppressing you. Wow, I feel the Holy Spirit. Y'all feel that? Yeah, it's the ones that have been oppressing you, holding you down. It's their time. God's coming for them.
Yeah, there is an end to the mystery. Sooner or later, justice will be served. And if you've been held down like a ball under the water, if you let it go, it pops up even higher.
Yes, it's gonna come
Your time
shooting
is
out of the
coming.
water. That sounded weird, but ball under the water. Yes,
And we just lost three viewers just talking about the Holy Spirit. You see, it's just interesting, isn't it?
yes,
Well, I believe Spirit is like this with nature. I do also believe that, it's so important to keep a pulse on the nature. I don't know how to describe
what
that
did
in
someone
English.
say?
Mountain Wanderer said it was a wonderful walk. Made new friends, learned so much, and felt God's presence. Yeah, you were awesome though.
Yes,
She's so quiet and shy. No, not shy. Mountain Wanderer. She's so humble. Is that the word?
yes,
Humble, but she's such an awesome person.
yes,
Yeah, we. It was a very. It was a good experience. It was challenging in many ways, but I thought it was beautiful.
but it was great with other people. So the time, even the times we suffered, it was fun. Even I made some videos of showing when we had to go a mile, like straight up. We all just kind of trucked along. Trucked right up there at the top, and we talked and we laughed and joked the whole time, and then it was over.
Yeah, the
Because
1 mile straight up. Yeah, that was fun.
yes,
And when Wesley, the little boy that came with us, he could have fed us all. He could fish like nothing else. And,
yes,
it's like in Mountain Wanderer, you made fires and everything. I mean, and,
and the mushrooms,
yeah,
mushrooms that y'all found.
Huntress, she had the mushrooms. And,
Well, it was Wendy and
yes,
Irish Daisy
they also
brought.
picked mushrooms too.
Yeah, they brought the chicken of the woods
Chicken of
mushroom.
the woods, yes.
Yes,
And morel, no, that was.
yes. We put a little soy sauce on it and grilled it. It was yummy. So
And Scooby-Doo or Fleming, he was a mule. He could carry a lot. And also Tim. He was very strong there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good thing. We're going to have another path. So, Benson Raker said, God will lead us forward. Yes,
Yes, he will.
absolutely.
And that's the only thing you should follow is follow God
Yeah.
and listen to Him. So
He will lead you safely through everything.
yes,
Yeah.
and when y'all all get to us, make sure you come get a hug from us because we'll probably have plenty to share. So.
He knows how to hug now.
Yes.
Yes, he's been in training.
Yes. But certain friends of
Feral Child, Mountain Wanderer says, "Oh, I love you all." Yes, we have a lot of love here. And then Feral Child, she said, is blessed with knowledge of the wild. He's going to go far and to do great things. I do believe that. Yeah, I feel that very strongly too.
Yeah, I called him. You're calling Pharaoh child. I called him Joshua.
Yeah, he was just amazing. Don't underestimate your kids. They're just this new generations. They're like upgrades. I don't know what to say. They're so awesome. They
Yeah,
just
like my little bitty coffee cup.
was there a fly in there? Or was that just an illusion? That was just an illusion. Yeah, no flies.
No
Yes,
flies.
I like this one. Make things happen. Yes. Being Norwegian is interesting, isn't it? When you're from Alabama.
Oh, yeah, my back
Yes.
hurts. Yes, that's I was up on a ladder and I was stretching like this,
Impressing his emotions. Like,
putting on a soffit for the upper part of our greenhouse section where we're adding on right here so we can grow more food here and not have to buy it from the grocery store because they're even putting the vaccine in lettuce. Come on now.
yeah.
So, and a vegetarian here,
Yeah, there's a lot of natural protein. Our nettle, Brenda, if you're watching this, Brenda sent us nettle from Maine last year.
yes.
And it has been so blessed. Everybody else I know has not been able to grow it. And it has gone wild, I'm telling you. And so I'm making nettle soup now with the tops. You take butter and you make or if oil if you have that, and we have garlic, we have onions. You take that and saute it, and then you add the nettle in there. You add stock if you have stock or bouillon.
Then you put a boiled egg over the top of it.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah. And you bzz, what do you call that mixer? Bzz, stick mixer
Yeah.
to make it smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And the Native Americans, they knew that nettle she would give you strength, and it's a blood strengthener and cleanser too. So if you have the feeling you need to cleanse your blood, it will nettle is the thing, and it's also a natural dewormer. If you have parasites.
Yeah, well, I remember in the movie Robin Hood,
Ah,
yeah, they said nettle, nettle and dandelion soup will get us through the winter. It must have been a staple they did.
comments. She's gonna make some goldenrod tea in a bit. Actually, I have goldenrod here too. And did you know if you have goldenrod tea, it's super good for gallbladder and liver? Did you know that? And Lisa said that she has one too. A stinging nettle?
Ooh,
I'm asking. I'm not sure what she has. I'm hoping it's a stinging nettle.
yes, stinging nettle.
Yes.
Yes, stinging nettle. Yeah, there's
I drink. I'm sorry.
we have a big plant. Yes, there's
Interrupting.
it's always interrupting. That's
Go ahead, my love.
Yes, we have a big patch of it this year, and it's we're gonna have plenty to share if there is the next year. Of course, uh, you never
Coffee
know.
mug. She has one of these. Ah, good taste.
Is she talking about mine or yours? A big one or
Well, I'm assuming she's talking about mine.
make things happen? Yes.
Or it could be like a gallon size, like yours.
Gallon size. Yes.
Coffee mug, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, if you're a hiker or if you have like inflammations or if you have problems sleeping or if you have pain, you know what you should do? You should do the ginger tea with a little bit of honey in it. And believe me, you don't need to go up and pee. Like if you have normal tea, if you drink it at nighttime, it will help you sleep. It's the sleep aid. It takes away pain and it's anti-inflammatory.
Yes, we need to get the willow bark for our pain
Yes,
though,
yes,
because
but we have to walk and try to find because our vehicles are broke down.
yeah,
So,
that's okay.
but we do have, we are still able to serve you hikers if you still want to come to the hiker hostel because we have a caretaker living in the hiker hostel right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have a special place only for him, but he will be there to help you and shuttle you. So we're still so people are starting to come. The gathering has begun. Yeah. Mountain Wonder. Lisa said she's in Central Texas. We had a lot of drought here. It's just started raining again. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's the
it just
thing.
started raining here too.
Yeah, with all the drought and all the wacko weather, food prices are gonna rocket. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Tada said, I'm
go
sorry.
ahead, go ahead.
I have to stop interrupting. I know where some nettle is by me, but I got stung once and I hate to even touch it. Ha ha! He fell in the nettle. No, I did not push him. He fell in the nettle. And I'm not joking. His whole arm here was full of blisters. Literally burn blisters. And I put some plantain salve on because I know that helps. But it took a couple of minutes before it worked.
Well, it didn't really work, but it's kind of eased it a little bit. But it
It
was
eased a little bit, yeah. But then we tried burdock. But burdock salve, it stopped it immediately.
yeah.
And so it's called doc. I didn't even know that herb people call the burdock for just doctor, the doctor herb.
Mm-hmm.
So the if you're making salves, it's very beneficial to use the burdock against stinging nettle. And if it works against stinging nettle, it must work against like fire, like
Fire ants.
burns.
Well, about fire ants and ant bites and stuff like that. Yeah,
Mm,
I've heard it works against ant bites and everything, and that's the same. In stinging nettle, it's the same acid that ants use.
yeah,
So that's why it would work for ant bites too.
yeah.
Burdock.
The somebody bought my salve that had golden yarrow, golden root, golden rot, not rot, golden rod and yarrow, and added some tea tree in there. And she said she had a cold sore, and she went to the doctor twice, nothing helped. And then when she tried that one, it disappeared the same day. So yeah, yeah, it's good. That's why we love to share stuff. It's like when I stumble upon stuff, I love to share it because if it was me, I would love to know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so we are in at interesting times, an interesting place, and we're probably going to flood you with a lot of interesting videos coming up about the Greater Exodus, about the just making people more aware of 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 it, because you'd be surprised how many people doesn't even know about the Greater Exodus. They don't have any idea about where God's going to call us out of this so He can clean it. The first thing He does, cleans it up, separates the goats and the sheep. And
Mm.
I hope you're a sheep. I
But the
hope I'm a sheep. Yes, yes,
yeah, just lift up your head, because your time is coming, and there will be good. Equivalent to the bad you're experiencing, the good will be. Um, and I just know that's because there is a balance, there's a scale. And just stay vigilant and stay strong in your heart. And even though it's breaking, sometimes just know it means you have a heart, and just never give up, never surrender.
yeah,
Just know you're not alone in everything that is coming and everything that has been. Just know that you are loved and you have a mission. If it's only to be an encouragement to others, or if it's to do something, I have no idea, but you have a mission and you're not alone. You see, I lost half of the viewers just
yeah.
saying it, but I have to be faithful in this.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
okay,
I
let me
think
see.
this. I think people lose service or something. Yeah, we have I have a lot other prophecy dreams that we'll get into in another day. That's we'll get into those. We can get into some of y'all's dreams
That would be really interesting.
yes, to compare and share because they probably will match a lot.
Two more comments.
Yes.
Space Girl, I have stinging nettle drying in the greenhouse. God grew it in my sweet potato pots. No sweet potatoes. You see, God is good. But lots of nettle. Thank you so much for the tip on using burdock for the burns. Yeah. Nettle has magnesium, but it has, more importantly, have iron and C vitamin. So you need C to get the iron. So it has a beautiful balance there to give you a lot of good things.
Plus, it's high in protein.
It's really high in protein. So if you're a hiker, yeah, yummy. And
Yes.
she also said, I guess God knew what you really needed. Yeah, he did. God is good. Yeah. So, we've been on now for a little bit.
Yes. Hour and a half.
And
Yes.
we don't want to keep you all, falling asleep in front of your devices here, but it was really good to get your comments, y'all. And to you and you that just came on, we just, if you look back on the video and you have more questions or comments, we will try to answer them also later on. And if you have more questions, this is the time, or comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mountain Wanderer says, Best Girl, I guess God knew what you really needed. I'm sorry I read that wrong. You see,
Yes.
now they're supporting each other too. So beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, daring times, but dare to be brave.
We're here for you.
Yeah, we are.
We're here for y'all. I mean, we're here for. We were. I was writing today and explaining to somebody about blessings, and he says, we were talking about. He was talking about how this guy was struggling. He bought his dinner for him because his declined his card, and he works in the food service business. And I said, well, that's a great blessing for you. It wasn't. Uh, it wasn't the gentleman whose car got declined his blessing. It was
The one blessing him.
the one blessing him. Was
Yeah.
It's his blessing, because even if you see somebody on the side of the road and you know it's a con, that's your chance to get a blessing. Oh, I feel the Holy Spirit. Y'all feel that again?
Even if you know it's a con.
Yeah, even if you know it's a con, that's your chance
No, I don't know
to.
if I agree with the cons though.
Well, you don't know it's a con. You just see somebody with a sign, and I've heard every time, oh, that's a con. That's a con.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm always skeptical.
Yes. Yes.
But that's true.
See this.
Yeah, it's if you bless somebody, you actually get blessed.
Yeah.
So,
So it's not. I mean, you don't have to. Not that you're going to get something back or anything like that. It's just your chance. Like Yeshua gives you a chance to do something good. Whether you pass it up or you keep going. Stand. You stand. You stand up. That's what I'm telling everybody. Stand for what's good, because it's all that matters now.
yeah, just be good and do good. I know you're not alone. Benza Riker said blessing, so I guess she took us up on that.
Yes.
Yeah, just know that you're not alone and that you're loved. And there will be interesting times. Do you want to say what you think those UFOs are, or do you want to wait for that for a later video?
Well,
It's connected to the veil thing thinning.
yes, I think if they are UAPs, they're UFOs, whatever. They're gonna there'll be a scuffle. There'll be a scuffle, war, whatever, and then they'll say, well, we planted y'all here anyway. So but they didn't plant us here, and that's
Nothing
something.
is as it seems.
Yes. So uh, I had a very important message, and this is the most important message, and that's what she said. Nothing that you see is it seems. So what we're looking at is don't don't uh, look at
Is that
don't
a fly flying over our camera? If you see things flying, this it's unidentified flying
yes.
flies.
unidentified flying flies.
I am blessed beyond measure, Space Girl said. Hearing your wonderful message and learning new holistic info and feeling the Holy Spirit in this conversation. Oh God, it's so good to have somebody that actually is like giving positive feedback, letting
Yes.
us know we're not on the wrong.
Yes, I got good comments on my
Oh,
videos.
appreciate
Oh
that.
my. I couldn't believe it. I was like, Ruth, look at this. I got a
Somebody
good,
actually supported you
yeah, somebody
and
supported
agreed
me.
with what you were saying. Yeah, it's
Yes.
like it's miracles.
Yes, it's it's miracles. And he said, "Oh, you've been misunderstood your whole life." I'm like, yes, yes, keep going, keep going.
But that's when we can understand the other people because we're being tested and tried, and that's why we're being tested and tried, so we can understand and be there and give
Yes,
encouragement. No,
yes, I agree, and that's exactly why we're here. Why
that's our mission.
we're
That's why we're
gonna
still breathing.
yes, we're here to help us. My trail name was Shia, that which means to help her.
Mm.
I want to help as many uh,
Oh, I
as I
can't
can.
wait. I can't wait to see the people that we're gonna meet. I just know you're gonna be like, a little treasure chest, and you open up and you see all this different stones in there shining. And it's like I'm so that's kind of like my super joy is like to see other people um, discover who they are, what their superpowers are. And I know it's going to happen because, oh, that was another vision I had very quickly. I saw from above, I saw rocks by the sea, everything was gray. And then I looked down again and I saw closer on the rock. And then I saw like a gray blanket being thrown off. And under those several layers of the gray blankets was a person, like sitting like hunchbacked on his knees. And when the blankets, which are lies, were thrown off, he had this light shining that went straight up and zing, like a beam, like a white light beam. And then he was rising up, and that's what I know is going to happen. All the lies, everything, all the oppression, everything that has been holding you down, it's going to lift, and then you're going to see, and you're going to shine just like natural. Somebody's been holding you, but you'll be free, and you will be free to get up and be you and shine.
Yes,
And I also saw from another vision, I saw several places, several people, and it was like seen from high up, and I saw like needle points with light. So when we gather those lights, which are the epicenter of God, is this enormous power, right? So when we gather that, it's based on electromagnetic power, I believe, because it's radiates from the heart, and when two or three are gathered, it multiplies. It's like and the quantum entanglement, I can talk about more of that later. But it's like I just know when we're coming together, that love, that natural feeling, this powerful God is going to be in us, through us. We're going to be like the one new man or something because we're also going to be like one unity,
yes,
one big light. So, yeah, I think we need to go now because your back is about to fall off.
yeah. My back hurts.
Yeah,
It's on the ladder all day. That's I'm sorry to just sitting like this and
yeah.
and
Oh, I thought you were sitting there to be like handsome,
no,
like
I said
showing your
no.
chest.
Straighten up my back. Don't be
It's
hunched
handsome though.
over. Yes. I'm trying to sit down here so I can be close to y'all can hear me because I'm a low talker, like Jerry Seinfeld said. Yeah, but yeah. So we're here. We're going to be sharing a lot more information about the different things and everything, so that you can be more prepared for things to come, and you could and let your we always ask everybody, so if you're new to us, we always ask, what's your superpower? So that's, we all have them.
Mm.
Just
Isn't it interesting how the negative tries to make you think you're nothing and you're not worth anything? Like I said, that just means that you are something and you
yeah.
have a lot that is worth. And it's that thing that I'm like really interested in. But anyway, we have to go before he gets, yeah.
Yes. She's been leaning
Okay,
on me for
so
an hour and a half.
yeah, well, I was
Pushing me over, pushing me over. Yes, oh my God, I'm so bad. It hurt me so bad.
okay. So thank you all. Do you want to say something in the end or nothing?
I hope y'all enjoyed this, spending time with us, just chatting, talking. Uh,
Yeah. And more things coming up. We'll let you know. We'll post on greenips.org when we're going to have new classes, when and if we're going to do the third path. We were going to do it come hell or high water, but then Hurricane Helena hit just where we wanted to go, and we couldn't. So,
and then they closed part of the trail for immigrants.
350 miles. There were no immigrants. Nobody saw none anywhere. But there are some people going to work there, like Roadrunner. She's going to clear up, help to be, maintain, what do you call it? Rescue the trail, the AT.
Trail maintenance.
Yeah, she's going to help them out there. And yeah, stay tuned for our next stuff. And thank you all. It's been a pleasure.
There's no new comments. Nobody's got nothing.
I think they fell asleep. No. I'm so sorry.
Like, hour and 40 minutes. Yes, we're
you're heroes.
Yes, you did good. I'm super proud. Yes, and we'll get into more. We have a lot more to share. We have a lot more prophecy to share. This was just a lot of roots stuff that she's been wanting to get out there for a really long time.
Yeah,
and this happens to be time.
I don't like to share stuff like that because I don't want to be presumptuous. Like, I don't want people to feel like, that I want to, like, whatever. But I think it's important that I can share, so that there must be a reason I'm getting it. So I guess I have to share it. But you all have something. So we all have. Yes.
We all have. All right.
I interrupted you saying goodbye, so you can say goodbye.
Okay. Let's count how many times. Nobody do that. Count how many times you interrupted me through this video. That would be super hilarious. That
would be fun to know, actually.
Yes, it would be fun to know, but I'm not going to go through this. Yeah. But anyway, so we're going to let y'all go for now, because it's time for kicking back and relaxing, resting my back some from the day. And we're going to be here. And y'all want to come see us? Come see us. We're here. We can't go anywhere anyway.
Yes, we are housebound.
Yes.
Happily so. Yeah.
Yes, happily so.
And to my family in Norway, thank you so much for your support. It's really highly appreciated. And that was distracting.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, yep, that's it. Stay blessed and greetings. Yes.
That was it.
That was it.
That was a bunch.
Good night, Mountain Wanderer said. Good night, said Space Girl. She also saying, I don't know if yours. Mountain Wanderer said, we all need encouragement. Yes. That's it.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So don't be strangers now.
Don't be strangers. You're welcome here. You know that, right? Yes, hit the like. Please subscribe.
Please support us.
We have trolls that
every time we put out a video, they unsubscribe, and then they resubscribe, which is stopping the videos. So
it stops the
yeah. If they forget, we have like hundreds of views, but if they stop, if you unsubscribe, then that's not.
Then they take you off.
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't share you.
Hey, we must be doing something right. Okay. Do you wanna? I wanna just sit here now and not talk anything else and work on your sock.
Yes.
If you're lucky, you get another sock too.
Yeah, I might get another sock.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Bye.